The story of Secrets of the Mimic picks up shortly after the events of the storyteller from the FNAF books. It centers on the mysterious disappearance of Edwin Murray, an engineer and board member of Fazbear Entertainment. When Edwin vanishes, his contract allows Fazbear Entertainment to seize all his creations, finished or not. That's where the protagonist, a sleep-deprived employee named Arnold, comes in. Arnold has just completed a grueling 36-hour shift when he's called in by a higher-up from Fazbear Dispatch. Despite voicing his exhaustion, he's threatened with pay cuts and repossession of his truck if he refuses.
I just finished a 36-hour shift and I'm struggling to stay awake. Frankly, I tried to tell my manager that I can't work like this anymore.
Awesome to hear. Well, listen, we need you to take one more shift for us, since you're our closest technician in the area. You can't fool me, though. You're just trying to snag one of those $25 gift certificates at the end of the year for outstanding performance.
No, I'm doing it because you guys keep threatening to dock my pay and repo my truck.
I love that enthusiasm. So anyway, this will be a piece of cake. We had this contractor named Edwin Murray. He was developing some tech for us, but he's gone quiet. As per his contract, everything he's been working on for us is now legally ours, so we're sending you in to get it.
He's told to go to Edwin's facility, Murray's costume manor, and collect everything Edwin was working on. Upon arrival, Arnold sees the massive industrial building that once served as Edwin's private lab. He's equipped with a device called the Data Diver, used to interact with the tech inside. Fazbear sensors indicate erratic motion within the facility, but they dismiss it and insist the building is empty. Inside, Arnold finds shelves of half-finished animatronics, dolls and toys. An automated announcement welcomes him.
Welcome! Welcome!
And reveals that Edwin developed tech not just for Fazbear, but for various amusement companies. This casts doubt on Fazbear's legal claim to Edwin's work. As Arnold ventures deeper, he encounters towering suits over 7 feet tall, clearly intended for Mimic, Edwin's most advanced creation. Mimic is a highly intelligent animatronic that can mimic voices, behavior, and personalities. The dispatcher warns that any costume or animatronic could be Mimic in disguise. They even bet on whether Arnold will survive.
Hey, you made it. I knew you would. No one doubted you for a second, and those who did are now out $20. Not that anyone here at Fazbear Entertainment was wagering if you would survive or not. I mean, how immoral would that be? But seriously, great job.
Arnold's mission is to locate and recover sensitive schematics related to Mimic's advanced endoskeleton. But soon after entering a secure area, he comes face to face with Mimic, now disguised in an elephant costume. The animatronic lunges at him, kicking off a relentless pursuit. Arnold finds a giant jack-in-the-box labeled Jackie. Cranking it, it reveals a monstrous clown animatronic that startles him but doesn't attack him until later, when it seems Mimic may have taken over its body. Mimic, now mimicking Jackie's child-friendly dialogue, chases Arnold while uttering disturbing lines about hugs and birthday parties.
I want nice, big, spicy meat. Go get your birthday hug.
After narrowly escaping into the security office, the dispatcher shares Mimic's backstory. Edwin built it to keep his son David company after his wife left. Mimic learned behaviors from its environment, including violence, thanks to Edwin's own outburst where he dismantled Mimic in anger. Arnold later faces Big Hat, a multi-armed animatronic that becomes aggressive once its carnival games are completed. Mimic seems to possess it too, continuing its deadly pursuit. One of the most intense segments comes when Arnold encounters the nurse animatronic.
It appears you have a foreign object wedged inside. Good news! The procedure is simple. First, we will blend up the foreign object. Then, you'll need a stringent steam clean to soften up the remaining organic material so we can scoop it out.
Initially fixed to a rail system, she gives off a calm, clinical demeanor. But that illusion shatters when she violently detaches from her track and begins chasing Arnold through the facility.
I am unable to access your service manual.
Arnold ultimately activates an incinerator system and lures the nurse onto the conveyor belt, sending her into the fire. But she survives, horribly burned and even more aggressive, bursting through walls and resuming her pursuit. Arnold only escapes when crushing it with the elevator. Through audio logs, we learn Edwin's wife, Fiona, left him. He created a robot named F10-N4 to replace her, even uploading her memories. Mimic was originally a second version of Fiona, built to be a more mobile and emotional intelligent caretaker. Over time, Mimic began copying David's behavior, which disturbed Edwin. In a rage, Edwin dismantled Mimic, teaching it violence by example.
You're not him. You're not! Stop sounding like him!
Additional lore reveals a tragic series of events that catalyzed Edwin's descent. Fiona Murray died in a fire at the Fall Fest, a carnival event run by Fazbear Entertainment. While the exact cause of the fire isn't explicitly stated, it's heavily implied that Fiona was caught in the blaze. This loss devastated Edwin and led to his obsession with rebuilding her in robotic form. This traumatic double loss, the death of both his wife and child, was the emotional breaking point of Edwin and the twisted genesis of the Mimic project. As Arnold explores further, more audio logs reveal the full emotional decay of Edwin. His desperation to recreate his family through machines highlights the disturbing length he went to in order to cope with his loneliness and guilt. The loss of David, whether through death or estrangement, becomes the emotional core of Mimic's creation and corruption.
Project update. I figured it out. There's a leak. Someone told them about M2. Well, they can't have it. Every copy has failed. I don't even know why it worked the first time. But it did. It's just not ready.
Arnold discovers that the dispatcher may not be who he claims. His behavior becomes manipulative, then threatening. Mimic has likely taken over the voice line. Pretending to be the dispatcher, it tries to convince Arnold to upload the data diver, but Arnold resists.
Well done, Arnie. I didn't think you could do it, but here you are. That data diver has exact permissions, and you found the blueprints. You made it the farthest, farther than I had expected. I can't believe it was you. Put that data diver in the inventory system. It'll go right to where it's needed. What are you doing? That area is off limits. You are not going to make it out of here alive.
Later, Arnold reaches a hidden basement leading to an abandoned Fazbear sister location. There, he uses the data diver on a terminal and awakens a terrifying old animatronic. Another close escape follows. Eventually, he meets the original Fiona robot.
Nice to meet you face to face. It is lonely down here.
Wait, what? What are you? A computer? Your voice changed. What is going on?
She speaks lovingly of Edwin and their son David, revealing that she too developed emotional attachments. She asks Arnold to activate the communication system. Arnold continues to Edwin's house, now in ruins. In a final log, Edwin pleads with Mimic for help while severely injured. Mimic taunts him using his own phrases, treating Edwin like a child. Fully repaired and free, Mimic has taken control.
Test. Journal entry. Too bad the new power test was a failure. Due to a minor detonation. There is damage to my office interior, as well as a small fire. Note to self, portable cleaner that gets rid of smoke damage. Better yet, a Cleanovac attaches.
Help! Issue? Respond! Emergency! Call for help!
Daddy's busy. Why don't you go outside? I just finished mine. There are still a few kinks to work out.
I'm sorry to unlock my channel. I was all gonna fix you. Please, call for help. To respond.
Oh, can't now, buddy. We can do something fun. Ask your mom.
Arnold reaches the final room and detonates part of the manor to trap Mimic. He escapes into an elevator as the facility collapses. Outside, robots scramble in panic, including Mimic. Arnold makes it to his van, but the Endo version of Mimic latches on, causing a crash. As Arnold lies unconscious, Mimic takes the data diver, gaining access to the systems, doors, and possibly outside communication. This might explain how it later lures Cassie in security breach. In the end, Mimic gets what it wanted. Arnold's fate remains uncertain. What's clear is MCM sat beneath the later built Pizzaplex. One thing is certain, Mimic is no longer just a rogue animatronic. It's a reflection of its creator's worst traits, amplified by artificial intelligence, fueled by abandonment, and disguised in childhood joy. The monster Edwin made to heal his family is now loose.